Hi there, this is Tracy at Tracing Dreams. I wanted to share a big junk journal thrift haul. Most of it's thrifted items, a few items from the store as well. And I will start with, there's this one thrift store that I really like to go to, and I don't get to go often, but I had some time off this week. So I went to this St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. I got a whole bag of goodies. So the first thing I got was these mulberry paper scraps that look like they haven't been opened. It looks like they were originally from Hobby Lobby. And I got them for $1.99. So I just thought these would be great for collage. There's a lot of pretty colors in here. So I can open it and kind of look at a few of them here. Oops, it's kind of sticking to my hands. But yeah, if you haven't worked with mulberry paper before, and I don't get it often, but a lot of times it comes in these little packs. It just has such nice texture, and you put it down with a glue stick, and then you can kind of see through it a little bit. So lots of pretty colors in here, a nice variety. Like this purple, that's pretty. This creamy color, some peach, some blue. So yeah, and they're already cut up into small pieces, so I will definitely be able to use these for collage. So I can't wait to use those. Some other goodies I found. I did get this bag here. Grab some scissors. And so I was making a tassel for a journal the other day, and I do have a lot of ribbon, but I don't have a lot of other fibers. So I got this for some of the thread that's in there. But I do love this lace seam binding. I use this all the time for the tops of tags. It's just the perfect size for that. It works well. There was a comfort thimble in here as well, brand new. These little folding scissors. This nice eyelet trim. This is pretty. Oh yeah, that's pretty. But I also got it for these. I'm not exactly sure what you call this. Somebody will probably know in the comments. But I thought that might add some nice texture. I could use this at the top of tags as well, but to tassels and that. And then there's this one here. So yeah, I'm going to try that out. If it works out well, I'll keep my eye open for some more. The other thing I found, now I don't really need more index cards, but this was only like 50 cents. And they just had a real nice aged patina to them. So a lot of times the index cards are just such a bright white. So these I will probably collage or layer something on the back there. Make good cards, journaling cards. The other thing I got, first thing I saw when I walked in the store, now this was $6, but look at all of them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs of guest checks. So some of these will probably end up in my Etsy shop or in some Happy Mail because I don't need this much. But believe it or not, I did not have any guest checks to use in my junk journaling. So I was very excited when I found these. And when I was checking out, the lady asked, "What are you going to do with all these guest checks?" It's like, well, I use them in my crafting. So she was excited, though, that they found a use. So other things I found, I typically do not pass up on good photo paper, especially the matte photo paper. So, and for $2, this was a good deal because it's mostly full. I would guess they've hardly used any out of this pack. I use it to print out printables and things on it. And I did get this one as well. This I think was $1. And again, there's still quite a bit left in the pack here, at least half of it. So, and I prefer the matte photo paper. And then this one was $1 as well. And I say there's at least half of this pack left as well. So yes, definitely it's a good weight for putting printables on. Then I got this too. I didn't really need more of this column or ledger type paper. I do have some green already, But I didn't have any that had this, if you can see it, the red lines on it that were quite like that. So, and this is an unusual size too. I think it's 14 inch by 8.5. So what I was thinking was when using it in a journal, it would easily fold in half and then have enough to fold over for a pocket or something too. So it's a nice size. And there was, oh yeah, I got these index cards were only 50 cents. Again, I got them because they were older and have a little bit of some aging on them. So yes, I do have lots of index cards. Let's see what else I got here. Sorry. Okay. So some other things I found at my local thrift store in town here. So I found this wrapping paper that all of this was together in one package, and none of it I think has been opened yet. So they had this plaid here, these flowers. This one is wedding paper. And then 2 packages of this cat paper. This is what I saw on the back of the package, and I thought it was pretty funny. So it's like I have to buy it for the cat paper. So pretty cool. They also had these 2 Babsy Twins books, and the spines are not in great shape. But the rest of the cover, I think, is good enough that I can use it to make a journal. And they do have some illustrations in here as well. So that's not. So anyway, there are some illustrations in there too that I might be able to use. So yeah, I'm not sure yet if I'll try like a cinch bound journal with those or make my own binding. Also found this vintage pillowcase here. I do have some vintage sheets. I have found though that I find the vintage sheets a little overwhelming. Like it's almost a little too much for me to store and cut up and all of that. So the sheets or the pillowcases are like just enough material. So you still get quite a bit of material, but much easier to manage and store. So I really like the colors in this one. The yellows and oranges are pretty. Let's see what else we got here. So I got this book, 500 Words to Grow On, and I really liked the illustrations in here. So this was 1973. So yeah, lots of cute illustrations in here for different kinds of journals. Some animals, butterflies, cars, toys, all sorts of things. So it'll definitely be fun to use. Then I got this vintage Whitman coloring book as well. So some of it has been colored or painted on, I believe, but there's still enough of it that I can definitely use these pages in journals or to make ephemera. So they're very cute, and I love the coloring again of the pages. And I mean, it was cheap. It was, I think, half off of $1.21. So yeah. So that's cool. That would be fun to cut out. Let's see what else I got here. I did, I always look at all the notebooks at the paper inside because you never know. This just looked like a plain notebook, but inside, if you can see, there's a flower pattern on the paper that's really pretty. So, and it's, you know, kind of light enough that you can definitely still write and draw on it. So I could slip these pages in a journal easily. And, oh, this was with, there's a whole package of stationery that I'll get out in a second, but I did get these cute little cards. They're embossed, and they have the flowers on them, and they're blank on the inside. So again, really cute to slip in a journal. Very pretty colors. Then this was all a, oh, kind of fell apart here. this was all a stationery set. So I had the envelopes, and these have a really nice aged look to them. However, I think that was just the color that they were, because they're white inside. But still a nice color. I have lots of white envelopes, but don't often have the other colors. And then it had these little, almost like, postcards in there. So they're a little shiny, not quite my style, but I liked the paper that was in here. So you have these smaller sheets and then these bigger ones here too. It could be put in a journal. And then it came with this folder that I think it all came in that could easily maybe even be used as a journal cover. And then these little stickers that came with it too. So that was fun. Then I saw a baggie of these flashcards, and the aging on them is just perfect, and they're a really nice size to stick in a journal as well. So I'll definitely put those in my stash of flashcards. I'll grab a few more things here. So this one, today I went to a couple of their thrift shops. So I always pick up, or try to pick up, resume paper when I can find it, because of the nice quality of it. Now this is a bright white, I prefer the ivory, but still this is great for printing on, or doing other things on it, mixed media, stenciling, that sort of thing. So, oops, there's somebody's actual resume in there. So definitely this is almost full here, so that was a good deal. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't more than like $1 or $2. I was at another thrift store and they had a box of the ivory, which I will usually pick up, but they wanted $4 for it, and there was only about a quarter of it left, so I did not. So I do draw the line when it's not a good deal. So then I found this at that same store. This paper is awesome. Kensington white charcoal paper tablet. And it just, you probably can't see the texture in here, but, or on the camera, but the texture is just amazing. And the coloring is really nice too. So there's still quite a bit in this pad here. So that was definitely a good find. Then at that same place, now this is not vintage. I believe this is a reproduction of a, like it says, retro paper dolls. So, and it has the choking hazard on it. So I think it's definitely newer. However, it was worth picking up because it was a good price and it has hardly been used. So it has the two paper dolls, and they are like a cardboard, light cardboard consistency. However, we have all of these outfits that they came with too, and none of them have been cut out. So I think these will be really fun to use in some journals. So yeah, I have not, I do have some vintage paper dolls and have not yet used them, I don't think, in any journals. So I will definitely have to figure some of that out. But yeah, I thought that was a good deal. I also found these vintage like coloring and activity books here. So this one is riddles, jokes and other funny things. So this is really cool. I think these will make some good like images for journals and that. Some fun bright colors in there. And then this one was a word search, but look at these word searches. Like some of them are in like full color. It's very cool. Look at that owl. So yeah, these are very cool. Let's see if it has a, yeah, it's in Roman numerals, so I don't know how to read that, but it's a Whitman one, again, like that other one I showed from the other thrift store. Then this one, you can draw funny animals, and it has the different animals there too. So this one's been colored on a little bit, but Not too much, you can still use it. Then this book, because the books were only $1, the hardcover books, I got this book because it was in really nice condition, and I think the cover will make a great junk journal. And I liked the spine too, so I can hopefully use the spine. And it's got these cool end papers here with the maps on it. I don't think it has any pictures, but that's all right. So yeah, I plan on making a journal out of that one. I think it'll make a really cool journal. Then at one of my thrift stores here in town, where I usually only find a couple things every time I go in there, but I found this pillowcase, this vintage sheet material here, and it is very faded in the middle, but I really liked the edge here. It's got the lace, these pretty blue flowers here too, so I'll definitely be able to use that. I need to come up with some ideas for the vintage sheet material. And then at that same store, I found two little golden books. So this one was the Little Red Hen. It looks newer. It says renewed 1982, but I'm guessing it's even newer than that. It looks pretty shiny. So I don't believe I have this one, but I really like the illustrations in that. So it'll make a cute book, a cute journal. And this one, Animals on the Farm. It looks a bit older. This says 1968, but it was given to somebody in 1982. So it's at least from the 80s. Oh, look at the cats. They're so cute. And the puppies, turkeys. So I don't think I have this one, but I have, I think, seen other people use it in as a junk journal or in one of their thrift hauls. So that one's in fairly good condition. The cover has some wear on it, but that's all right. Let's see what else I got here. Oh yeah, so this one, oops. I stopped at the local Salvation Army, and they had half off of some of the books. So I did get this Saggy Baggy Elephant, and this one's a little bit older, 1989 says. So I don't believe I have this one. And then I really like this one, the Let's Discover JK Words. It's a troll picture dictionary. And this is from, it says 1974. It's in really good condition though, if it's from 1974. But yeah, they have, it looks a lot like the Richard Scarry characters, but I'm not sure that it is. It doesn't, yeah, it's somebody else. But yeah, I really liked, these would make really cute little journaling cards, pictures to put on there. So cute. Or pages and journals even. And this is just the J and the K. I wonder if there was a series of them, because I've never seen these in this format before. I have other children's dictionaries, but I haven't seen one quite like that. Also, I got this ridiculously large bag of envelopes. So again, I will probably, along with the guest checks, I will probably be sharing some of these because there's no way I'll use them all. But it was I think a good deal for how many were in there. And they are kind of cool because you can either, it's perforated, so you can either rip this part off, or you can keep it on, and then you have this little hole in there. So you could also put something through the hole. So you could even make it into a tag, I think, easily if you didn't want to use it as an envelope. So yeah, and they're a really nice size. I have some other coin envelopes that are slightly smaller than these. So yeah, but I really like those. So my other two bags of things are from the stores, I think. Yeah. So still junk journaling related though, however. So I did go to Joann. Their their paper packs were still only 20% off, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So I did not get any of those, but I did get some other things that were pretty good deal. So I got this stencil with these birds on it, if you can see the picture there. Trying to see how much that was. $1.48, I believe. So yeah, that was a good deal. And then I got some beads. Their beads on a string they're expensive to begin with, and I think they were like 50% off, but they were still like $5 a string. And for me, when using beads for junk journaling, when I make tassels, I use so many of them that it doesn't really pay off unless I really need a specific type of beads. So I really like using the wooden beads because you can buy them in bigger bags like this and they are less expensive. So for these I spent, let's see, I bought this braided cord because I will use this often for binding junk journals and then often for the bead dangles that I make. So I bought another pack of that, and that was $4.19, originally $6.99. Then one of these beads was $2.74 and one was so this one was $1.74 and this was $2.74. So I think those are a pretty good deal because they were originally $5.49 and $3.49. And then this one here was not as much off because it was in like the kids section. The Pep multi-wood beads, they were $3.49. But I just love, if you can see the texture on some of those. I have some that are similar to this, and I just love these. On the side of like a little golden book journal, these are so cute. So yeah, so I did think that those were a fairly good deal. Previously with the Joanne coupon, would have been able to get just as good a deal, if not better, but it's not going to be around anymore. So, and one more thing. I did stop at TJ Maxx and got some really cute napkins. So these are really pretty. They're the cocktail or beverage napkin size. And they have the strawberries with little white flowers. I don't know if you can see the flowers as well. And then this kind of gold trim around the side. So very pretty. And then I got these with cherries on them. They're blue, and I thought these were really cute too. They had a lot of napkins out for Easter, so a lot of them with bunnies and spring themes with rabbits and things on them. So I wasn't really looking to do an Easter journal this year, so I didn't pick up any of those. But if you're looking for Easter napkins, definitely TJ Maxx, and I'm sure Marshalls and Home Goods probably have a similar selection as well. So thank you so much for joining me today as I go through this haul. Now I need to figure out a way to put it all away. And if you want to see more hauls or more videos from me, please subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed this haul, please click the thumbs up button and leave a comment below on what you liked best, or if you have any ideas on how I can use some of these items. Let me know. Thank you. Bye.